Now, one corporate that has chipped in to ensure a safe learning environment, I have them as my guest right now. That's CABS, of course, who are part of the Old Mutual Group. Of course, you know CABS and Old Mutual. I told you, I'm unashamedly going to bring guests who are going to try and partner with schools because children are our life. I'm joined by Lindiwe Thebethebe, Marketing Executive for CABS. Lindiwe, welcome.
Thank you, Andy.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, look at some of these statistics. I mean, think about this. We have 5.7 million students in schools, and they need water because obviously COVID-19, flowing water is critical. Cholera is sort of, it's a waterborne disease, so obviously cleaning of toilets and so forth. And one of the issues we had, of course, in some areas where there is no water, is the schools may not have water themselves. But CABS is there. This is why I say I really applaud you guys. CABS is there, particularly putting in water. Tell us about your initiatives.
So our initiative actually started 2021 when we were preparing to reopen schools post-COVID. You know, we were hit by COVID 2020. And as one of the conditions for reopening of the schools, government required, or the health system actually required that we have proper water and sanitation measures put in place for schools. And as CABS being a key player in Zimbabwe as a bank, being a key player even in schools, we thought, why can't we chip in and drill boreholes so that we can assist the needy schools. And I will tell you what, it's been a project that has been ongoing since 2021. And as we closed 2023, we had 22 boreholes drilled.
Wow, that's in 22 separate schools. This is what I say, you know, that's what I say. This is the type of corporate responsibility we like to hear. But it isn't just boreholes, because obviously you need the boreholes to run. So you're also into I don't know if you're into the solar panel business, but that's important.
So it's a complete set. So we drill a borehole, a sustainable borehole, power it up with solar, also do reservoirs, the tank, so that at least we pump into a tank and then allow the school to draw water from the tank. And this initiative is actually not supporting schools alone. Communities have actually seen it as a way of actually helping them with their water needs.
So they can actually also drill down on that borehole, which could be in the school premises, but at least have access to it.
Yes, they actually liaise with the school and then draw water from the school.
Now, as well, look, we're not talking about schools sitting in urban areas or in nice leafy suburbs. We're talking about schools out there throughout the entire country. So talk to me about how you pick the schools, where they are.
We picked an implementing partner, obviously working with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education. We said we can't do it all by ourselves. Let's identify the needy schools, schools that actually had hit by drought. I'll tell you what we've been to Gutu, we've been to Chocholo, we've been to Mberengwa. We've been everywhere across the 10 provinces of Zimbabwe. And we have actually impacted. I remember the story from Gokwe. They had actually tried about 2 times to drill a borehole for themselves.
They didn't find anything.
They didn't.
Okay.
We actually had to chip in and drill a borehole for them, and they were quite appreciative of the initiative.
I mean, look at that. I mean, I see just some of the things, because as you know, I do my research. Identification of schools, high enrollments, practicing hot seating. These are some of the schools that CABS identified. Prioritization of schools, catering to marginalized groups. I mean, these are important issues to identify, because it isn't about giving it to these nice, rich, leafy schools, right? This is about helping children all through the country, and now with the cholera, it even becomes even more essential.
Even more essential. So, yes, it was COVID, but there are a lot of health issues that arise as a result of lack of water. So we actually see it as a more sustainable way of helping our communities. So we are hit by cholera today. It may become actually another disease on another day or whatever it is.
It could be something else.
It could be something else.
Yeah. Potable and running water for children at schools is just like, it's a given, isn't it? You can't get around that.
Yes.
But okay, just to wrap up, and I really thank you for coming in. And as I told you guys, I'm unashamedly going to bring corporates here who support schools, particularly right now in the fight against COVID. But CABS, I mean, you are in the communities, you're there, you've been there, you're going to continue being there. Talk to us about this community outreach under your corporate social responsibility that CABS will be either has now and continue doing in the future.
Correct. So we, like I indicated, quite appreciative of the role we play as a responsible corporate citizen. Boreholes, we are continuing that initiative. But what we actually did last year was to join hands with Pick and Pay and donated towards the fight against breast cancer. So we are in the health space. Yeah. We are also in the sport. We support sport, different disciplines. We also support arts. What we've said as an institution is we have a diverse customer database, which has different interests, be it sports, be it health, or whatever it is. So we actually play in those different spaces, and we will continue supporting the communities we serve.
Is there any sort of plans in terms of the community corporate social responsibility plan for 2024? I mean, I'm sure you're going to obviously continue getting into communities.
Yes, and we're going to be unpacking those. Actually, let me not preempt, but there is a lot coming.
All right, so there you go. So something is coming up from CABS. What it is, I don't know. She's not going to tell us. I'm going to try though, aren't I? Yeah. Lindiwe, anything you'd like to say on CABS' behalf to everyone out there? You're talking to millions of people.
Yeah. What I can actually say now is just to thank Zimbabwe for trusting in the brand CABS. I was humbled, Andy, last year when we actually featured in the top 20 business-to-business brand as CABS in the Mars Super Brands. And for us as CABS, what we really saw was the trust that Zim has on our brand.
Yeah.
We've been here for quite some time. Yeah. We have banked generations and generations.
But I think my grandfather used to bank with you guys, yeah?
And you are
and that makes me young, right?
So it's that generational trust we've gotten from Zimbabwe, and we thank you, Zimbabwe.